Okay, so this is the center point of my staff, and I've been trying to figure out ways to get the Dragonstaff around my body. And I keep seeing the young kids whipping it around real quick like this, and it just looks very jerky, and I notice that it's not rolling all the time, even if they start out from a chi roll. When they go to put it around their body, it doesn't always keep rolling. So I've been trying to work on smoother transitions so that when I'm playing with my Dragonstaff, I can like smoothly transition and dance with it, like to go from one move to another move. So this is what I came up with through playing around. First thing I started out doing, and of course this white point right here, I hope that shows up on video, is my center point. And I just keep it in the center. I start off with my chi roll, and I bring it down my arm and around my back. And where I'm doing that is how I started out, is I just rolled it. I started out just rolling it down my arm and trying to bring it around my back and getting comfortable with that. So basically this to figure out where exactly it's going to end up. Did that many times, and I found that as long as that center point pretty much reaches, which it does when you bring your hand around, that center point reaches your hand, you want to make sure that how you're doing it is when you bring your arm down and over to your back, and I'll kind of turn this way so you can see what I'm doing. You bring it down your arm and lay it on your back. So that's what you're doing. You're basically taking it down your arm and trying to roll it across your back. Once you get it to the point to where you can just do that part and you feel comfortable with it, and you're ending up basically around your armpit here, then you can work on flipping. But that's the most important point, is to figure out exactly where it's going to end up. Because if you do it too high, and you go way up here, it works, but then it's not as smooth of a transition. If you take your arm just a little lower, so it lands almost in the middle of your back. I'll show you from the back where I'm doing it here. Right there. Right above where the bra strap would be, if you're a girl. So what you're doing is you're bringing it around on the back and catching it kind of like that to start. Once you get that down, then you can transition it into bringing it around back and flipping it. And it goes a little smoother than that normally, but there we go. And it will roll right down the arm. So down the arm, around the back, bring this arm over like this, because what you're doing is you're going to just assist it. You're not going to grab it. You're just going to assist that roll up and over and down. Now when you do that assist, what I found is, let's pretend it's on my back and it's coming around. Okay, if you flip it on your bicep instead of way up here, it's a smoother transition. So when you come around, and flip it on your bicep, it moves smoother. So going down the arm, around the back, catch, and it's not perfect every time. I'm still working on it, but it gives you an idea of a way to flip it. That is number 1, and this is at 5 minutes. So what I'll do is I'll show you transition number 2. Is basically same concept, but you are taking your hand up by your neck and bringing it around. Once you get comfortable with bringing it around your neck, and just remember, you don't have to line up that center point right there. You want to keep your arm, I don't know if you could see, I have a red mark here. That's usually where my arm is. By the time I bring it over to my hand, it's already lined up. You want to make sure that when you're rolling it down and bringing it up, right there's my center point. I'm at the top of my back, right up here, right at the top of the shoulder blades. That's where it's landing. If it lands there, it becomes a smoother transition. So what you'll do is bring it down your arm, around your back, and then same concept as before with swinging it around. The swinging around takes some getting used to, but after practice, it becomes a smoother and smoother transition. And same concept, same concept. If you can get it on your bicep, it works much easier. When you're grabbing it, it's almost in your armpit area. So going around, bring your hand around, top of the back, flip it up, and let it roll down your arm. So hopefully that helps. That's number 2. The other thing that I found out by playing around tonight is if you take the staff, kind of like you're going to go into a cheating death, but you're not going to go into a cheating death. You're going to do the same kind of arm movement like you're going to, but before it gets too high, when it's right about here, you're going to, let's see if I could just do it first and show you. So you're going to bring it over and then swing around. Okay, so this is my center point. My center point stays center. Bring it around and just flip it the other way. How I kind of played around with that one is just going down the arm like so, assisting the roll with my hand just to get the movement. It's like in my armpit, and it's rolling out away from me and pushing that back till it comes up to almost the other armpit and bringing it around. So the way that's going to look is like that. Now let's see if I could do it real time, because it's a little hard to do it when you're so once you get comfortable with it, you can kind of do it real time, but it takes a lot of slow mode practice first just to get used to where it's going to land. That one I'm still working on. That was a new one I kind of figured out tonight. And the last one, just so this video is not too long, what I did is I brought it up and around, went into my reverse chi roll, which this one is a lot easier, and then just simply rolled it under. And that one tends to be a lot smoother. So reverse chi roll, okay, roll it under the arm, and yes, you do have to bend when you do this. So trying to do this slow-mo, reverse chi roll, let it roll up, assist it under the armpit, lean it around, and bring it up. and I'm sure you could go into a lot of other spins from there, but it tends to work really nice that way. So reverse chi roll, roll it up, and bring it around and down. So hopefully that helps somebody out there. I've been struggling for a really long time with these. I started with the basic going around like this, trying to figure out how to get it around my back, doing the arms and trying to do like fountain kind of stuff. But the problem I was having is every time I would have a nice smooth roll going, I kept breaking up my roll and it wasn't flowing smoothly, and that's what I want, is I want that nice roll when I do this. So that's why I was kind of coming up with these different variations just by playing around with it and hopefully helping somebody else out. So we have around the back, which that one wasn't very smooth. I have a lot of practice to go. And we have around the neck. We have reverse chi roll. Okay, and then we have regular chi roll, doing the arm flip thing and then flipping it back around. So, hope you guys like my video.